You are listening to the Kentucky X-Files Season 3 with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. And now, on to our show.
Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files.
My strawberry cup.
I see that.
Yeah. The only reason I grabbed this one is because it's bigger than the other one.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a mighty fine cup you got there, though.
I started looking at it and I started getting unsure of it. Like, if I come on the show with a strawberry cup, is everybody gonna make fun of me for it?
No,
Right.
That's
What,
what I feel like it's fitting because I call you my little strawberry.
What kind of cup you drinking out of, Ty?
A Fresca bottle.
That disappears.
Fresca.
So, I've got a Battle Jacket cup.
Nice.
That I was putting together. I'm not done with it yet. But it's just made to look like I couldn't find a denim blue cup.
No.
But I was trying to make it look like, your concert jean jacket or your jean vest where you put all the patches from all the shows you've been to.
I used to have one of those. I used to have one that had a big ass Metallica patch on it. And it said like "Jump in the Fire" or something. It was it was pretty badass growing up. I was like in middle school and I was the only one that had one. I was like,
I always liked them, but I just felt like, man, I'm gonna look like a jackass in that thing.
Yeah. That's the side effect that you don't realize at the time.
Well, it depends, man. Like if you're at the show and you've got the denim vest, and you're not the only one, like you just look like everybody else there.
I feel like everybody else could pull it off, but me. I just don't have that.
Do you still have the picture of the aging metalhead Halloween costume? Because of that guy, that's like that costume is what I wear.
Let me see if I can pull it up, dude. It's pretty amazing.
It should be in the band chat. But yeah, like, I never had the battle vest in high school. I did, however, get in a lot of trouble for some of my choices of band shirts in high school. Yeah. There was a few that they were quite upset about. And I argued every chance I got. One, they got me on, and I had to wear it inside out the rest of the day. It was the Cannibal Corpse Butchered at Birth shirt.
Yeah. I was thinking it had to be. It was going to have to be a Cannibal shirt.
Yeah, that one. I didn't have a leg to stand on. They had me pinned to the wall on that one.
Dead to rights.
Yeah.
Do you want the side by side comparison?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
With this, okay.
The jam session. That's comical as hell.
Okay. For those of you guys listening, you're not going to see this yet, but real quick before I stick this on there, this is a kind of a cool announcement. Spreaker apparently is going to let us start uploading our video episodes out to the, to you guys out there listening on Spotify and iTunes and all that. So I don't know when that's going to start, but when it does, you'll be able to see all this cool stuff. So
let's go ahead and warn them. We do not look like what you think we look like. It's going to be very disappointing.
You probably think that we're just crazy handsome.
Yeah.
Which.
No, you probably think that I'm a fat middle-aged man that lives in a basement. It's very specific.
It's very specific. I don't know why they'd be like just pigeonholing you like that, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so the Halloween costume. Bam, there it is. Middle-aged headbanger.
Yep.
And there's Josh.
Yeah.
God, that's so messed up.
Yeah. Pretty damn accurate.
Yeah.
Only difference is he's wearing an obituary shirt and I'm wearing a Mesa shirt.
He's got the hat on too.
Yeah. I have the hat, but it's not in here with me. My Dean Guitars hat.
Dude, if it was wearing more of a like the bandana, then I would be like, this dude, that would be too much. It's like,
Yeah.
I think
they
it's freaking
totally
awesome,
painted
though.
fucking Gibbs into a corner there.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned with the fact that the middle-aged headband
Yeah.
has still has all the color in his beard.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
man, you know, we're
Right,
getting up
he
there.
used-
We got a lot of salt in our pepper, you know?
Mhm.
What's that stuff called? The dye for men.
Oh, just for men.
Yeah, just
Oh,
for
yeah,
men.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what he used.
Yeah.
See, I get it. I get a little bit, and I mean a little bit of a pass on this one because I have the gray too, but since I'm blonde, my gray is much. It's you got to be closer. You got to be like up on me, and you start to see it, and it's like, oh god, he's old as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, I can
Mine-
fool you from like 20 feet and back. I can fool you up until then.
See, mine is completely deceiving in the other way. See, I'm sitting in a dark room and it looks like I have a nice black beard, you know, with a couple gray stripes.
Mhm.
But when I'm in the sun, I'm
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Yeah,
That thing
it's-
just goes gray, silver.
Looks like still wool.
Yeah. 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 It's, I don't, and it blows my mind that it does that. Cause like when I'm working outside, all the concrete guys know me as Graybeard because
That's fucking hilarious.
they haven't seen me inside. So they see me from a distance and they just see the sun on it. And it's just this silver Brillo pad.
It's going to be hilarious the day that one of them comes in, you're working inside, and they come in to ask you where Josh is.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you must be related to him. Is he around?
Right.
I would totally fucking go with it too. I'd be like, yeah, he's like way back there somewhere.
He's outside. Let's go out there.
And then walk out there with him, and then be like, all right, what do you need?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Good stuff.
the mysteries, man. We're getting older, you know.
Yeah.
Getting older, we're getting a little wiser.
I like that it says.
I mean, mostly getting older.
Doesn't it say back pain on there somewhere? Yeah.
Severe back pain, yeah.
Severe
Yeah.
back pain.
I'm currently
Sorry.
dealing with back pain. Yeah.
It's an unfortunate part of it, yeah. It sucks too, because as you get older, you start getting pains where you're like, I mean, I don't know how you react, but I'm literally like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's accurate.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
I wasn't even doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
I like when you go to bed and you feel fine and you wake up and you feel like you were in a car accident.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hate it.
I believe somebody's coming into my house late at night and beating the shit out of me with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe you're getting alien visitors. They're
They're
coming
just
all the way to Earth, and they're like,
just coming in and giving him a soap party.
Yeah, just start beating me with a.
they're like,
full soap.
they're sitting there talking to each other on the ship, and they're like, hey, I know this house we can stop at. This dude, he sleeps like super heavy, so let's just beat the shit out of him.
They get in there and they two on each side hold the blanket down and full
Yeah.
metal jacket style just start whooping up on him.
Tyler wakes up in the morning like,
Oh,
ow.
I feel like I got beat the shit out of with a pillowcase full of soap by aliens. Nah.
They're in their
Not gonna
ship
happen.
watching, like,
How did he get that?
okay, that's a fucking good guess. I'm gonna have to give it to this guy. Like, how did he get that? Wow. Yeah. I don't know, man. It wouldn't surprise me now, though. I mean, last week we talked about the old Las Vegas alien debacle, and this week I wanted to follow up a little bit on it because it was freaking. I find this funny as shit. The Las Vegas police come out with, this was not a hoax. Official statement.
Thank you.
Not a hoax. Okay.
All right.
Nobody got, none of the officers apparently saw it that we know of. They didn't see the aliens, you know what I mean? But the family is sure convinced, and I've watched that video. I know we watched it last time too.
The initial video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
the thing
first
is,
video.
we put this story out like immediately after it happened. You know,
Yeah.
I believe it happened Saturday night, and we recorded the episode Sunday morning. So a lot of the stuff that was being put out over the week was after we'd already put our stuff into the atmosphere. You know.
Yeah. I got a thing here. It says that the Las Vegas Metro Police has set up cameras in the yard of the family who called 911. And I guess the point of these cameras is just in case. But Josh, you had a pretty
Yeah.
spot on theory about this, right?
So there, I did see some news reports where the family is visibly shaken and scared, and it's not so much of the return of whatever the hell happened, but it's the public. So
Yeah.
they want their privacy. They want to be left alone. They don't want people showing up at their house. You know. So my
Right.
thought was maybe the cops put the cameras up, just in case somebody tries to be funny.
Right.
Or nefarious, or whatever. Maybe it's a protection thing for the family.
And I hated the most thing too is they'll probably get more of the people that like us, like somebody that wants like, oh man, this is where aliens were.
I want an interview. Yeah.
Yeah, I want an interview.
Yeah.
Bugging the shit out of these people that literally just basically drew the short straw.
Let me show you guys this. This is a page I found here, and I don't know what this is supposed to be. This circle. Is this like they think this is a landing site or what? Because it just looks like tire tracks to me.
Right. It looks like that skid loader doing circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
The infamous red circle.
Right. And that was that picture was on the original one we watched.
Yeah.
So they put that up right in the beginning for whatever reason.
And we got the actual report here. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I wonder if I can go ahead and grab this. Nope.
That would make too much sense.
Yeah, it would be awesome if we could, but apparently it says here 815 request unit makes contact with the homeowner. They're concerned someone put a camera in their backyard. They would like a unit to check. Homeowner stats doorbell doesn't work, so unit will need to knock hard. Oh, states. Contact the resident. Okay, so this is
so this is a police. They're saying that they think that somebody put a camera in their backyard, and they want the cops to come check it out.
Because up here it says that the Las Vegas police set up a camera at the house.
Huh.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty interesting, and this stuff. I find this to be really interesting because of basically all of the ins and outs of it. They're like, the people are very, very, what do you call it? Very specific about what they saw. You know what I mean? Like they're not coming at you with like multiple different things. You got a giant group of people, or 6-7 people that are describing the same thing that they all saw at the same time.
And we're not talking, 5 or 6 people that are, high school, college age friends.
Yeah.
This is across the board, a spectrum of ages, and a family,
Right.
So that kind of leads credence to what they're saying. And the other thing that kind of leads credence to what they're saying is their description is completely atypical. And the fact that, usually when they talk about aliens, they're short.
Yeah.
They're little green men, little gray men,
Yeah. These are like 8, 9, 10 feet tall.
Right. Now we have to take into account that most people have very limited spatial awareness and aren't very good at judging size or distance. That's if people were good at that, then those guess your weight things, people would get it right every single time. You know,
Right.
I know personally people don't know, they can't guess how tall or how heavy I am because I've done it. I'm like, just take a stab at it, and most people are way off.
All right.
So I lead credence to that is maybe their 8 foot tall could have been 7. You know,
Yeah.
especially if the people involved were like under 6 foot or right at 6 foot. Somebody that's 7'2" looks like they're 8 feet tall
Sure. Yeah.
when you're
I have a
short.
little cousin that's 7 foot tall, and I mean, he's a monster.
Right. And you're not a
Yeah.
short fella yourself. How
Yeah.
tall are you? 6'2"?
6'2", and he literally, I come up to his like chest, like it's insane. He has
Yeah.
one of those giant wolfhounds, the big wolfhounds,
Mm-hmm.
and when he's walking it, it's this like the scale is
Looks correct.
It looks right. It looks like you're just walking your dog. I love you, Steven. I hope you know I'm not making fun of you. I think it's
Right.
awesome that trait made it. We had an extremely tall great grandfather, and it's cool that he got that gene and he kept it going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know where he's at right now though. I think he's in Norway.
I think that's some pictures you sent last time. Yeah, he was in a parade walking that wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I've bumped into people that are taller than me on rare occasion, and it's weird,
Yeah.
And even being as tall as I am, there was a guy that was on the job not too long ago that was 6'10", and I would have swore he was over 7 foot because he was taller than me, and it felt weird.
It's
So,
not right.
No.
Yeah.
So we've got a perspective thing that could be askew. So these 8, 9, 10 foot tall things could be 7, 8, 8.5, somewhere in there. But
Right.
regardless, that is still atypical from what most people say.
Yeah, they're tall drinks of water wherever they're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're from
Plus,
the basketball planet.
I think of the odds too. If you play the numbers, game here, it's like, when's the last time you ran into 2 or 3 just 7-footers just hanging out together?
Right.
You don't. You might meet one.
Right.
Unless you're like at a basketball game, you're not going to meet a bunch of super tall dudes.
Right.
But even then, I mean, like the basketball, they go out of their way to find these guys and get them to play.
Okay, so if you line our band up,
yeah,
I mean, think about that. Ty down here, he's the little fellow.
Yeah, he's our little guy.
We're kind of like a mariachi band. We gave the shortest guy the biggest instrument.
Yeah.
But you think about like me, you, and Dave.
Yeah.
You're 6'2", I'm 6'5", Dave is 6'5".
Right. Yeah.
There's 3 out of 4 that are over 6 foot.
Yeah, that's true. Well, like how many like 7-footers? You know what I mean? Like getting up into like the more rare heights.
Right.
I just like, do we get gatherings like that?
Now that you put it that way, I think I've only met maybe 3 people over 7 foot tall in the entirety of my life.
I think we know one. Like,
yeah, Garrett.
Garrett actually showed up at one of my stops one day, and I didn't even have to know his name.
Yeah,
because he asked me if someone still works there.
Yeah,
and I turn around and I go, "Well, you must be Garrett." You know what I mean?
Right.
And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I've heard a lot about you. Your dolly is still in the warehouse. Just a massive dolly that's as tall as me.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's. I lost a camera here.
Okay, so it's you.
Yeah, it's definitely me.
Okay, the last time that one of you froze, the other froze, and then I disappeared from the show. So I was nervous.
I got to reset a camera real quick.
Tyler's moving for me. Okay, we're good. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the still shot we got of you right here. You look happy.
Yeah.
You know, you get that inquisitive look on your face, like you're reading something interesting.
Okay, I just had to do my
Oh,
stunt double for a second
yeah,
here.
fucking dead ringer.
Yeah, it's exact. It's scary.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna have to reset this. So for the time being, you guys are going to be. Let's see here. You're gonna get chicken camera.
we have a chicken camera for the show, and I didn't know this.
We have a chicken camera. Yeah,
Look at them chickens.
yeah. I think it's got the. It actually has the background thing going, so it's gonna be a little messed up. But
I still see the chickens.
yeah, you can see them. There they are.
That's the chickens.
If you look over to the left, that little white duck right there, that's a gift from my wife. He's kind of a prick.
Nice.
Yeah, but I like him.
Is
He's
she
a-
trying to send a message?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see here. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Here we go. No more chicken cam. Sorry. It wouldn't be a random thing to put on our YouTube. It's just a live stream of the chicken cameras all day for
Right.
no reason whatsoever. Just Kentucky X Files fans being more confused than they probably already are of this show.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it make kind of sense though? I mean, judging from the shit you already heard us say and do.
I'll be right back.
So my thought is that the only other explanation for this Las Vegas thing is that a couple random basketball players showed up in these people's backyard.
Right. And that's as random as it gets.
Yeah. Maybe they were lost. Maybe they were gambling and they just found their way accidentally through somebody's backyard. I don't know. But I tell you what, the rest of the world thinks otherwise.
And you know, that makes sense that the rest of the world would be like, wait a minute. Because, you
Yeah.
know, we have all these. Didn't we just have a meeting of the powers to be discussing aerial phenomenon?
Oh yeah, it's happening like once a month now.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
we have that. And then we had the the whistleblower.
Oh yeah, I actually have him pulled up here. Let's see here if I can make this work.
Yeah, play that while Tyler's on hiatus for the moment.
I think this is a news article, but I'll show it to you. Here he is.
That guy doesn't have any lips. How did he blow a whistle?
I don't know.
Sorry about that.
But this is the Air Force captain who was there at the Missile Launch Control Center, 1966.
Gotcha.
Is this the same guy that I talked about a couple episodes back?
Yes.
Yep, sure is.
Okay.
Same guy. You know, the thing that gets me about these isn't okay, like obviously I'm interested in you know, like the stories that happen. The Las Vegas thing's interesting to me. The South American thing I told you guys about a while back is interesting to me. Anywhere there's like what I consider like a level 3 encounter. Like level 1 would be like you're standing outside, you see a weird light. That's interesting. Why is that light moving that way? And people see that all the time.
Yeah.
A level 2, yeah.
Yeah. You and I both have seen that one.
Yeah. We've seen something weird. Don't know what it was. Seemed odd. A level 2 would be like what Dave saw. He saw something closer, bigger. You know what I mean? He was able to see details.
Yeah.
Level 3 to me is more like I see somebody that doesn't look human standing out there. And that's interesting, you know, but it isn't all these that gets me going. It's we know a lot of the farmers that live out here. You know, we talk to them and a lot of these are older than us. They're 20, 30 years older than us. And when you ask them, what do you think about this? And they, you know, the American farmer, the American country person, you know, the God-fearing, going to church person looks at you and says, it's too big out there to just be us. And they say stuff like, I think that they've been visiting for a while.
Yeah.
And one old timer actually told me that he actually said to me that he doesn't think that we haven't noticed them. Like people say, like, well, why is it that it, up until this point, then you started hearing about it. He said that our technology is getting better. It's not as good probably, but it's getting better. He's like, now we're starting to get to where we can see them. He's like, they were probably here for a while, but he's like, think about the old camera. What are you gonna do? You're like, oh, look at that. You set up your camera, put your hood over, and you're like, you got a guy standing out there with the, the flash powder. Like, damn, that thing left 20 minutes ago. He's like, now, he's like, we're coming into our own a little bit. Maybe now we can start to notice these things. And I was like, well, do you think the government knows about it? He's like, they probably do, and it probably scares the shit out of them. Because they have to project a position of power, of authority. It's like if your kid yells for you, Dad, there's a monster under my bed, and you yell back, I'm not fucking coming in there, man. Fuck that. That's scary as shit. You're on your own. That's not what you do. You go in there, you handle that shit. I used to turn the lights out in my kid's room, and I would just fake this huge rumble. I'd be knocking stuff down, and I'm like throwing stuffed animals, and I'm like, yeah, I got it. I'm gonna drag him out of here. Don't worry, I'm gonna drag him out. And I'd slam the door like I threw him out, and I turn the light back on and be like, all right, we're good. That was a tough one, but obviously not as tough as old Dad. You know what I mean? You project a position of authority, of security. The kids were sitting there like, wow, you beat up that monster? I did. He got a couple good hits in there, but I won the fight. But like he pretty much said that that's what the government is trying to do. They're trying to be like, it's fine. Don't worry, little fellas out there. There's nothing to be afraid of. But in the background, they're like, dude, them things are fucking quick. Hopefully they're friendly. Because I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah. Probably somebody's like, dude, we just fire a nuke at them. And they're like, no, they turn those off. Yeah, they just turn them fuckers right off.
But I feel like that's the worst case that everybody is fearing, is that the fact that we're going to get to that point, if they ever really show themselves, if they can, I guess, passively turn off our weapons, basically leave us defenseless. Like, what happens when you corner a rat? Like, it will fucking just attack everything and just without safety to itself. So
using ninjutsu that it learned,
yes,
training in the sewers.
Yeah, and it just wanted to spread this knowledge with turtles.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what I just
you
feel
make a good point. I'm just saying,
I just feel like we're gonna self-destruct when that happens, because we cannot not be the dominant species.
Yeah, that's a big thing there, dude. The ego is
ego
always going to be a big factor,
I feel like, especially here in good old United States.
Oh yeah.
We have to flex. We have to puff out our chest. We are hard warriors.
And then, as UFO drops in and goes boop, and flicks off our nukes, flies off.
Until we meet again.
You can imagine how appalled they were. They were probably like,
Did you just fucking Skeletor?
Yeah. Until we meet again.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you take old Captain T, our last president, and he comes out and he wants to build a space force. A little fucking random, wasn't it?
Right.
Or was it? You know what I mean? Was it random? Because I mean,
Yeah.
all bullshit aside, I mean, we the people only get like 1% of what our leaders are doing at any given time. They don't show us everything. They're just like, oh, this one did something fucking stupid. Let's put that out there. There you go. Or this one did something good. Let's put that out there. More than likely, it's the stupid part because they really love getting people riled up. But what if somebody showed him like, hey, boss, these things are way fucking, they're like a lot faster than our shit. They could blow us up at any time. And he's probably like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, we got to build a space force, huge space force, you know?
The biggest that ever lived.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we get that 1%. So to us, we're like, space force. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, this guy high as fuck or what? But then in reality, they probably showed him something crazy. You know, they're probably still trying to show poor Biden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was hoping somebody would hit it.
I still don't know what he's looking at. We've been checking in with him for weeks. He's been stuck like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody should come along and wind him back up.
Surprised he didn't fail in that picture.
Oh, God.
All right, we're just gonna pull it up one time and it's just gonna be a microphone.
Yeah.
Oh God. If somebody doesn't Photoshop that immediately, just get rid of him in the picture. He doesn't want to be Photoshopped.
No.
Poor fella. I just feel so bad when I look at that picture. Yeah. And I'm not a very political person. Like, I could give a shit. I think it's all reality TV anyway.
Yeah.
But God damn it, I feel bad when I see this.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like someone just came in and just took his fucking pudding?
Yes.
I would piss
You know
me
what I
off
mean?
too.
Yeah, give his fucking pudding back. That's bullshit. I like pudding.
His
You know?
tapioca pudding.
You know what? In his defense, tapioca pudding, it's not terrible. It's not great. But give it back to him. He's been working on that pudding for weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I definitely feel that I do feel like this is the reason, especially how technology is like kind of advanced enough where people are starting to see something. I can't sit here definitively say that there's something out there we've seen but people seen shit. But I still think that the government is saying that they know, but they really don't know. They don't know shit. It's kind of like what I think I said this in one episode. There was a comedian that I watched randomly. He's like the one person, like the people I hate the most is people that don't believe in any conspiracy theories. And he's like, I can understand not believing in a lot of them, most of them,
Right.
but you don't believe in any conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
He's like, you're thinking that the government is batting 1,000 and telling us the whole truth?
Yeah.
He's like, a government is placed in charge of all its people. I have a son, and that's who I'm in charge for. And I lie to that guy every day.
That's a good point.
It's like, yeah, like, dude,
That's a seriously valid point.
Yeah.
like it rung true when I heard that. I was like, dude, that was funny as fuck. But dude, it's true.
Yeah. I mean, it is. You know, we are literally all the children, and they're choosing what to tell us and what not to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry about I have like a meter of how far into conspiracies I'm willing to go. All right.
I
And
feel
it
like
stops-
Alex Jones is
Yeah.
like the top.
It stops right before locking myself in the basement and like,
Yeah.
going
I think-
into like a manic depressive kind of state, like I'm not quite there.
I feel like Alex Jones's problem is it's his delivery. Like some of the stuff he talked about wasn't far fetched, but it's the stuff
Yeah.
that gets quoted by him that
And then when
makes
he
it so
mixed-
crazy.
Then when he mixes other conspiracies in top, like on top of everything else.
Yeah. Well,
And
like,
then-
okay, for prime example, like what's the biggest Alex Jones quote? Denny, you can
They
go
make
ahead
Dropping the gay bombs.
Yeah,
and making the frogs gay.
making the frogs gay. Yes.
So like the story behind that
Yeah.
is really fucked up. Like the
But
stuff
nobody knows that part.
right.
I don't even know that
But-
part.
So I'm not exactly sure on the location, but apparently some place stuff was being dumped in the water
Yeah.
and the frogs weren't turning gay, but it was changing their sexuality. It was changing, like they were becoming like asexual. Like,
Huh.
yeah. So like, some frogs can change sex.
Yeah.
Well, these-
African clawed frogs can do it.
Yeah. Well,
I see a
These thingles-
Jurassic Park quote
right,
cooking right now below us.
right, like, right down there.
Yeah.
Like, right about there.
That crock pot is almost ready.
Yeah. So apparently that shit was happening and it was causing frogs to become asexual and change their sex.
Right.
So males were like nesting with males, but one was turning into a female
Yeah.
because of shit that was being dumped in the water. So yeah, Alex Jones is absolutely fucking nuts. Don't get me wrong, but if he would have delivered shit better,
Well, yeah.
he might have been a viable
Yeah.
source of
you-
information.
Do you
I feel-
think that there's a chance for Alex to be the fourth host on the show? I mean,
On our show, I think they should. I think they should put him on The View.
I would watch The View.
Yeah,
I would
Alex
tune into
Goldberg
that
would
shit.
punch him in the face.
Yeah.
yeah, but he would hit her back.
Dave. Okay, yeah, that's Alex
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah,
And Whoopi, are you saying Whoopi is on, right? Is she still on there?
I think she was. I don't know. I don't watch it, so I don't know in the recent years. But
Yeah.
I know there
yeah.
was some controversy or controversial topics that she talked
Yeah.
about.
It's like she's like against gun control, except for her like big ass revolver she carries.
yeah.
I was like,
Did you hear about her one? Like the one big one that I heard. I want to say this was like last year or something. She was trying to compare the suffering of
oh yeah,
African Americans
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Holocaust
yeah.
and say that they don't know depression or whatever.
Yeah, because it
That's
was something to do with
crazy.
the fact
Yeah.
that like you could find black people easier or something like that because of the color of their skin or yeah. That it
Wow.
was
Was it
yeah.
pretty bad?
it was very
was
bad.
it was unhinged.
Yeah. I'm so over that whole narrative.
Yeah.
And I do believe, all right, I have friends that are black, I have friends that are Hispanic, I have friends of all different nationalities and ethnicities, whatever you want to say it. And we all have one thing in common. We are all trying to find this thing that the media is pushing into our faces. We're like, where is it? Because none of us are experiencing it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying that the media tends to embellish shit quite a bit for a narrative, Bigfoot. I mean, like, it works though. You put controversy out there, it gets them views, it gets clicks, it gets people riled up, and it's a
Yeah.
cash crop.
So speaking of that, I sent you guys a picture on the chat. Would you mind posting that screenshot? Because that's exactly this subject. I sent it last night.
Let me pull it up.
It was from Vice.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one. 1 second.
this is a prime example of that, of controversy being put out there
Yeah.
into the atmosphere and causing chaos.
Check this out. Hopefully this is the right one.
Yes,
Right? Okay,
that's
good.
it. So that right there is supposed to be quote unquote Hobby Lobby, right? And those are Boba Fett statues, satanic statues, right? So
Yeah.
somebody had AI'd satanic statues for sale in Hobby Lobby, and now there's all kinds of people that are protesting and boycotting Hobby Lobby because of this shit.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
They
wow.
put it out there to get, you know, to get
Yeah.
controversies.
Yeah, exactly. It gets controversies. It gets clicks. You know,
Yeah.
this guy here, the Tyler's looking around.
I love that. Unfortunately, it always puts it right over Tyler.
It
And you
does.
always see him peek around like he's looking at it like, yeah.
But yeah, that's right there is a perfect example of controversy. You
Yeah.
know?
It is. So, that's the world we're dealing with. Is
Yeah.
we have to like the other day I was talking to my daughter and she was making a comment about basically the culture, you know, cultures of different places and all this, and she made a reference basically saying how, like, you know, you go over to certain countries and the cultures are very abundant. You know, I made a buddy of mine who's from India. All right. He actually was telling me about the drinking pass. I tell you guys about this?
No.
The beer pass. Okay. So he told me that when you want to drink and go out with friends, you have to spend $50. You get a beer pass. It's a permit to drink that night. Okay.
Fuck that country.
From his experience, okay, you go out, you get your beer pass, you go have a good time, everybody goes home, and that's that, right? And I asked him, I'm like, well, do you have a lot of problems with, say, like drunk drivers and things? And he goes, not that much. And he goes, because if you get caught, if you wreck your car or crash into somebody and you're drunk, you can never buy that pass again. So nobody wants to chance it. It's basically like really worked well for him, right? And I was talking to my daughter about this, and she's like, "Wow, that's actually makes a lot of sense." You know, like it gives you kind of an incentive, like, "Hey, man, you know, this I can buy this and I can go out with my friends, you know, and have a good time. But if I do something stupid, and I lose this, that's it for me. I can't, you know." And I told her, I'm like, well, the difference is that you have a culture that's trying to make that work within their culture. So they're like, hey, you know, this is easy. You know, if you do something stupid, you lose this privilege. Over here, you lose the ability to drive, which they don't believe in over there, because they're like, you know, this person if he's driving, he's got to be able to make a living. He's got to be able to work. But over here, sorry, you screwed up, you know, whatever. And I was telling her, I was like, well, there's a big difference in the two cultures, though. And I was like, here in America, we have 90% bullshit of what we say our culture is, and we got 10% of what it actually is coming out. Economics is our culture. That's our culture. You can say it's religion, you can say it's freedom, you can say whatever you want to tell yourself